Welcome to Clarity Currents, the secret podcast with me, 𝙗𝙨𝙨, where I share weekly channeled messages about the energetics of the week and the areas of opportunity so you know how to work with the energy rather than in resistance to it and know how to leverage it for your highest level good in your business, relationships, health, wealth, spirituality, and legacy. This is Clarity Currents episode for the week of November 4th through the 10th, 2024. Let's dive in. When I tune into the overall energetics of this week, I see a vision of a river surrounded by a lot of fog, hinting at the potential of an unclear path this week that may demand us to have even extra faith, trust, and discernment. I also see themes of transformation being really strong this week, yet there is also this energy of unpredictability. It feels like there will be both healing and awakening around our beliefs about ourselves and others. As we move forward, remember that not all answers that we seek come immediately or even clearly, but each step will reveal itself if we lean into the trust of divine timing. It's a week to stay mindful, especially as we enter Mercury retrograde pre-shadow phase this Wednesday. This is going to create heightened moments of introspection and caution around communication. Make sure to choose your words wisely this week, especially when differences in values and beliefs may arise. Be patient and stay close to your vision this week. Business for the week of November 4th. When I tune into the energetics of business this week, I see an image of this chisel and a stone. This is really a metaphor for reshaping what no longer fits in your business. What do you need to chisel away? It's a week to examine the structures, plans, and strategies that may feel outdated or even restrictive. What elements of your business still reflect an old version of you? Consider revisiting ideas or plans, really being mindful of any impulsivity that might be coming up. Use this week's energy to realign with your highest vision for your business, even if that means letting go of a former approach. Consider this a foundation week. It's less about quick gains and more about solidifying what supports your long-term path. Relationships for the week of November 4th. When I tune into the energetics of relationships this week, I see this vision of a bridge connecting two cliffs together. This week's relationships may bring up some contrasting beliefs, so it's time to take a mindful approach to communication, especially around sensitive topics. This energy can really help you build stronger connections, but it may also surface areas of tension or unhealed wounds, especially when it comes to family dynamics or belief systems. So let this be a time of bridging differences with compassion and with patience. The invitation this week in relationships is to connect despite potential opposition, even if that means that it's the opportunity for you to hold space rather than rushing to be heard. How can you show grace in your relationships this week? Health for the week of November 4th. When I tune into the energetics of health this week, I see that health and emotional wellness are deeply intertwined with this infinity loop. It feels as though one is going to directly affect the other. And then I see this vision of this bright golden light shining over a person who's meditating, which is just a reminder to ground into stillness and to mother yourself this week, especially if emotional conflicts arise. I also see a spotlight on self-care practices that help you release stored tension. It feels like tension that you have been experiencing is going to feel almost heightened this week, and you're going to be feeling that in your body. So it may be beneficial to prioritizing nurturing rituals like a warm bath, a massage, even maybe just quiet, gentle reflection and some stretching perhaps. There's a need to create space to really care for your emotional body. And focusing on this has the potential this week to bring about significant renewal and strength. Wealth for the week of November 4th. When I tune into the energetics of wealth this week, I see a vision of this large, winding pathway, almost like this winding road surrounded by all of these tall trees. This is really symbolizing to me patience and slow growth. This week is really inviting us to view finances around our wealth through the lens of ease and accountability and adaptability, as there may be some moments of financial uncertainty or even a desire to maybe even escape certain financial responsibilities. But it's really essential this week to stay present to your financial goals, trusting that clarity is developing beneath the surface. And again, everything will be revealed in divine timing. Embrace this as a week to align your finances with your values. Reflect on where you may want to make subtle shifts to regain the feeling of flow and abundance. It's all in those subtle shifts this week. Trust that your long-term vision is still in motion, even if it may seem unclear at times. Spirituality for the week of November 4th. When I tune into the energetics of spirituality this week, I see a vision of this dark room, and then I see this glimmering stream of light coming in from a side window. This is symbolic for the spiritual clarity that comes through when you give yourself the gift of deep personal introspection. This week, we're really being invited into a state of reflection to unlock greater purpose and alignment. It's a week where inner revelations may surface seemingly out of nowhere, so keep your heart, your mind, and your spiritual eyes open and ready for reflections. I also see a lot of solitude this week, so make space for that. It's a potent week to engage in practices that may bring you deep clarity, whether that may be meditation for you, journaling, spending time in nature. And it's really important to trust that any challenges you may be facing this week are here to clarify your path forward. So look at where the opportunity is in any challenge that may present itself. And legacy for the week of November 4th. When I tune into the energetics of a legacy this week, I see this image of this tree that has roots that are so deep and they extend several feet out. This is symbolizing the legacy of strength, resilience, and growth. This week is inviting you to revisit your legacy with patience and discernment. It feels like the energetic focus shifts this week towards reevaluating the structures and systems in place that will support your long-term vision. Examine whether or not you have those in place and take actions accordingly. You can even ask yourself, is my legacy aligned with what truly matters to me? Are the actions I'm taking today supporting the vision I want to leave behind? Let this be a week of quietly realigning your vision to ensure that each step you take actually reflects your highest values. There you have it, Hot Soul, your intuitive forecast for the week. Wishing you a week of discernment and alignment as you step into your soul's highest calling. Until next week.